You gotta keep your mind on your dreams. Stay focused. Your eyes on the prize. Focus. Stop worrying about what everybody else is saying or doing. Get up every morning and grind. Every moment that you're worried about the opinions of others is a second that you're losing. Stop talking and let your grind be your response. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Every second of the day, I think and do what it takes to be a champ. Stay focused. I refuse to be distracted by things that don't move me toward my dream. Many people can handle the physical aspect of the game. It's that mental part that separates the champions from everyone else. You see, each level that you go up, you start out in Pee-wee, then you move to middle school, then high school, and then D1, and then to the pros. Each level you climb, the distractions will increase. Greatness is about execution. What separates the average players from the legends is the legends can consistently, no matter what is going on around them, can find that focus on the inside and consistently deliver. There's a lot of you out there listening to me right now, and I want to say this to you. You have the talent, but to go to that next level, the thing that everything hinges on is whether you can master your mind or not. That's the key. You've got to master your mind. You got to stay focused, block out the chatter, put on the blinders, and keep your eyes on the prize. Stop listening to the critics. Their opinion does not determine your destiny. What does is your work ethic, your grind, your focus, your determination, your faith, your perseverance, and that will that says, I am a champion. Stay focused and execute. The more overwhelmed you feel, the more complicated things seem to be, the more you must break it down into small, manageable pieces. Whenever you get lost, whenever you face a setback, the thing to do is to go back to basics. You take it one thought at a time, one play at a time, one rep at a time, one set at a time, one day at a time. Success is a marathon of consistency walked out one day at a time. Allocate every second, every minute of your day to your dream. You gotta keep your mind on your dreams. Stay focused. Your eyes on the prize. Focus. Stop worrying about what everybody else is saying or doing. Get up every morning and grind. Every moment that you're worried about the opinions of others is a second that you're losing. Stop talking and let your grind be your response. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Every second of the day, I think and do what it takes to be a champ. Stay focused. I refuse to be distracted by things that don't move me toward my dream. Many people can handle the physical aspect of the game. It's that mental part that separates the champions from everyone else. You see, each level that you go up, you start out in Pee-wee, then you move to middle school, then high school, and then D1, and then to the pros. Each level you climb, the distractions will increase. Greatness is about...
Okay. Not a good day in trading for me, as you all seen. Stopped out and broke rules and everything. What you guys don't get to see as I'm trading is you don't get to see sometimes I'm also inside a live stream, trading stream as well. I was inside Tanya's trade. Tanja trades, Tanja, Tanja, Tanja's trade group live stream. So I was in there talking, calculating things in there, and at the same time. So all right, so let's see if I can roll this back and get some. Let's come over to here. Alright, let's analyze from this area here. So remember, I mean, you guys probably, saw already on the 4 hour. So in the 4 hour, oh, okay, all the writing still stays, okay. Alright, so on the 4 hour, you see how I have marked out the fair value gap. And that was when price was price was about, came down during, after the news, and was coming down into this area here, and I felt that price would recheck this and come up higher. And so initially I did have it down, so I got to follow it. I did have the mindset that price would go through it, and eventually I did expect this here to be taken out. But now watching price action as it came down to the 4 hour, and I was specifically waiting for selling to sell. So let me go over to the 5 minute. Okay, all right. So as price was dropping down, this is the news event, came up and it came down. I was expecting price to come down and strike this 4 hour gap here. Okay, it eventually did, and now looking from, let's put this out. Yeah, so looking at this price action, this is a discount. So I was expecting price to so because it's in a discount relative from this high to this low, this high and low is taken out, so we have a new leg that's formed. This is discount. You only should be buying in this area, okay? Or you're waiting for price to come up. If I'm expecting this here to get taken out, then the next thing was for me to expect for price to come up into this area here and then drop. So you can see that I was preparing. Now I was patient. Now I did want to enter some buying, but this was pretty strong, and I wanted to enter some buying. I did, because of this here, I did expect the bounce to occur anyway. So I was iffy about whether I should ride it up and then down. And during the feed, I guess I was following along with Tanja as well, being disciplined and patient to wait for that to happen before getting in for a long. So let me continue on. Okay, came down deeper, came back up. Okay, so now this is a time where I was anticipating. Let me come now back to my time frame. Okay, so once it came here, I'm seeing it consolidate here. I'm more the feelings, the thoughts that is going to go up higher now. It's getting stronger as it came here, and it's basically consolidating on this 4 hour fair value gap. And we'll come here. Okay, so I'm mark out. We got accumulation, and then manipulation, and then 10 o'clock news was coming out. This is now 50. Yes, that's 55. So yeah, it's coming up soon. But the news wasn't. It wasn't much like I expected. That news is usually not a big deal, although it is marked as a red folder candle. So we have accumulation, and then we have manipulation. It came beneath the accumulation, came up a little bit above it though. Here, came down, swept underneath. We have this, this here, and all of these, the fair value gaps that are here. So this could be, an entry here, waiting for a price to go up, launching off of this stuff here. Let me continue here. Okay, so it goes lower, And then once it came up above, when I seen this action here happening, I felt like in my bones to get in for a long. I did not. I think it made one more. Yeah, no, yeah, it did. Yeah, that was it. From this point, it begins. I think it comes down a little bit more until one more time and then launches. I believe, yeah, but somewhere around here, I felt like I wanted to go get in and go long. Most of my entries are within the parameters that said where you know, you have accumulation manipulations where you could get in at, or the second quarter, or distributions where you can get in that accumulation manipulation distribution. This here is continuation or reversal. In my opinion, is not mentioned. I think it can be consolidation as well. Okay, so yeah, so when you see price do this, where it comes, you know, down below, comes back above, goes down below, even lower, taking it out, then comes back above, and then goes down below, and now it's a new cycle is starting. So, and then it comes back above. You're preparing for this to now support price up higher. And so this was AMDX, and then I consider this to be X AMD. Okay. And yeah, so again, yeah, so this area here is where I was strongly feeling like it's gonna go up, you know, where I should have got in over here. So this was like a last test. You have fair value gaps here, you know, no fair value gaps here. This way we got fair value gaps. Also, it just took this low here and deeper into this fair value gap, and this order block here comes down, taps it, comes up. I strongly wanted to get in here. I did not. And I was waiting for the main order flow. Although now order flow is shifting to going long. This is a 15-second chart. It's not, you know, it's not something strong. But as it's going, we see that it now comes up into this area here. And this area here is where I felt that I should be preparing to short. And this is the area also where, let me see, did I mark down the next time? Yeah, I did mark 30. Okay, right. So this is where distribution was supposed to occur. And this is, again, this is where, I'm trying to think, did Tanya get in around here? Okay, so Tanya has switched over to ES, which is the right thing. And prior to she even mentioning this, she mentioning what I'm about to say, I thought of it too, because that's how I trade. When I come in here to, you know, looking at the triad, all three of them, reboot this computer. So what I do is, oh yeah, I need to mark out also what else was giving me a strong conviction that price was going to, you know, to go long instead of doing what it did. So, but when I marked this stuff out, you know, I saw that this was very weak. You see what time it is? 9:05. My first entry to go long, let me see, over here, like if I would have went long, but I was suspecting that I should go long over here, was at 10:06. So you can see that I did come over here. So around here is where all this happened at. It was coming back up, and then yeah, right around here, this is where Tanya has switched over to yeah, she has switched over to ES. So what I do is, so by the time I'm making choices and decisions, it's 9 o'clock, you know, approaching. All this had cleared. This is the range from here, you know, the range from here to here, the 5 to 6, the 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning range, that range deviation had already, price had already went deep in there. And by the time, let me see when it first took it out over here. Okay, look to the right. You see that? The YM all the way over here. Okay. YM had not taken out. The Dow didn't take out the 12 yet. And this is, let me see, right here's when the 12 was taken here. And you can see there it still didn't. Then and you can see here that in the middle chart right here, you can see that when the 12 was taken out here, NQ was still way, you know what I'm saying, just hitting 7. And then just a little bit further it goes down even deeper, and as this is going down deeper, NQ is rising. NQ is rising. And now see here at the lowest point, look to the right at YM Dow, all the way to the third chart to the right, you see it blew out 12 as well. Once I saw that happen, that both of these took out 12.5 down there, when I saw that, I strongly felt that was a sign that we already knew NQ was stronger, already knew that this was weaker. NQ was stronger, and I felt that meant the price was getting ready to run to the top. So you know, that's just where I was. Both of these had cleared the 12. It went much deeper, and I felt that they were preparing to run up, run up higher. And I lost track of that. Because I would have again preferred to get in when the price was so low. Right over here for the long. This is an H4, this is a 15-second chart. It had made this formation here, low, high, low, low, came up, took out this high here, came back down. This is like optimal trade entry. If you go from here to here, came down, and then came up, back out, and this is the H4. So it made this structure, this W structure, okay, shift the market structure here, and it did all of that right on top of the H4, and price had already reached below minus 2.5 of this here, this projection. So this is like the new stop run, whatever run, and that there right here, the 2.5 is the area where price can turn around at. Either just do a pullback or do a full reversal on 2.5. 4 is usually the more likely one for the reversal completely, but hey, time of the day and the formation occurred, and the other two of the triad were had blown through 12. This here is where I really want to go with. I will admit I was influenced by Tanja, which I shouldn't do that. So anyway, price came up here. Now up here is where I wanted to short. Okay, I wanted to short right here at this M5 fair value gap. I was going to treat that as like the silver bullet fair value gap right here. And Tanja did take this trade, but on ES, I believe price had started to drop and then she got in. But when this is the distribution and it failed to distribute, the other day I noticed something, that when the distribution period immediately prior to the 30 time, the 30 minute, this one here, right there, 10:30. So the 30, this distribution failed to distribute. I noticed that the 30 then runs. Either way, up or down, it'll make a run. So it started to drop, and this was too smooth here, and at a point I figured maybe it's gonna go through them and then come down. You don't go a little deeper. But I didn't catch this. So we see price goes here and then comes. Now this right here, this placement, and right here, this is the one here that I would have wanted to get in at once it came down past this, then came up. Right here I would have wanted to get in on the short, and I would have took it back to the H4, or actually here, right here I was going to take it to. In my mind I was like, oh, it may go there, or just back to the 4. So you have the W formation, then it pulls away, then it comes back, and then launches off. So that's the classic formation that occurs. So we see does a nice drop, accumulates, and then manipulates, and this manipulation was a downward one, and this here was where I also felt to take profits from. I would have taken profits from this, and this is the area where I felt that price would start to then now run higher. So when I didn't get in there, I was like, oh shucks. I started thinking about how I missed this when I thought it was gonna go up a little more, then come down. So I started getting some brain farting and stuff happening. And then I was like, oh yeah, the 50, because I was in the group yelling, hey, wait to 50, wait to 50, wait to 50, telling people to wait to the 50. And then 50 comes along and is now pulled pretty much away from the area. Then it goes into seek and destroy. Yeah, so it even came, I remember now, it came much more into it. If I would have entered here, more than likely I would have put the stop here. So let's see if I would have gotten stopped out. This is for the long. Yeah, this is another point right here. This is another point where I felt a strong urge to get in. Right here. It did accumulation and manipulation was up and then down back into this area here. And then launching. But this here, this accumulation in here. And it came back above. It tapped and then came back above this the H4. So I was so tempted to get in. I mean, I don't remember the entries and things. I think I was going back and forth. I mean, I was at this point I started to get in and go back and forth. But so alright, well that's it. I didn't want to make this a really long lesson over this here. We all seen it. Just wanted for this is for me. These videos are mostly for me. These are like my journaling, my trade journaling. That's what this is. So it goes into consolidation. The main range would be, if not from here all the way to here. Wait. Yeah, it would be from here to here. This came down, took out a swing here, went up, took out swings over here, and this little swing here. So this here was the main range. And he came down and didn't take this out, and we all noticed the story after that. So for me, distractions and and just being in someone else's stream while trading, I do well there sometimes. I was more talkative there than usual, and actually going back and forth with people, which that I usually don't. I'll just put in what I'm thinking, and hey, or I'll say Tanya, wait for 50 and things like that. So, but yeah, so this accumulated instead of distributing, and then it ran on 30, which is something that it usually does do. Then went into seek and destroy, and then went off. So lessons for me would be, I need to know to change my bias. I need to be able to probably what would help too is if I probably go to a higher time frame. Just go to a higher time frame before, when I'm coming into seek and destroy areas. Maybe things would be a little more clear for me. There goes the H4. Bang, it came up. Bang, so we can see where a 5-minute fair value gap was here. It respected it, but overall, this here coming here, this is that wiggling back and forth over the H4. Low, high, lower, low, high. So the breaker, see this low, high, lower, low. It's real tight. It's not big, a large structure, but it still did its work here. But we see a breaker is inside the H4 fair value gap. So we have a 5-minute breaker right there, and we see price launches off from that, then returns back. We see that this order block is still good, as this high wasn't taken out. And Michael just mentioned about how if a high is taken out and price comes back down to the order block, don't trust it. Right, so I gotta remember to come back to the higher time frames to get stronger biases, whether I'm gonna switch or not. So I need to be easy. I need to be patient with myself even. And I need to be disciplined. So the Apex account, which this the Apex account is not connected to this. So although this is all paper trading, the Apex account, which I trade on a different computer, that did take hits as well. And I think I violated. I went 2 over. I'm supposed to only take 2 trades. I actually went 2 over. So yeah, but look at this. So yeah, and Tanya, like I believed her too. Meaning she was. We all were. Everyone who was looking for shorts were hoping that price turned around somewhere in here. Either at the halfway point of the opening gap. This is the 50-point here that I have, or at the it came up to the 50 and then dropped down. All of this is where she had gotten in at. It was at the 50. This was a nice spot for a pullback. It came up to the halfway point, and then dropped. So she got some pull on this, on ES though, and then she got stopped. Well, I believe she got stopped out, let it go, but she had took in partial. She did it. She managed it very well, real nice. So she got her nice pull today. So, and she wasn't expecting it to come and break this high here. So this high being broken is significant to show that this is probably the low of the week, Thursday. Today more than likely is the low of the week, and we thought that Wednesday would have been the high of the week, and which it technically is right now, but the way price is going, I'm wondering if I believe this was the high. I believe they're going to take this out. Yeah, it's 24. Yeah, so this is the high of the week, Wednesday. And the way they're moving, it can come and take this out. I did notice how the D1 version volume imbalance with only downside delivery. I did notice that price came very close to it. It's actually what caused the hesitation for me over here. But because I was expecting it to go there, so I need to be ready to make moves and do things. If everything doesn't play out exactly how I want it to be, I need to know when those shifts occur and when they're, valid for shorting. But yeah, that's this here, and this here happened 950 as well. This one was the 950 occurred, had happened, and then price went up and then dropped. So that was yeah. If I ever see price is in the premium when 50 comes, a lot of times it'll go take out a high, and then drop. And that's exactly what it did. And I actually said that would happen, but of course, again, hesitating because I was wanting it to get up here. All right, so that's it. That's it for today. All right, later. And this is for myself, Lawrence. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and be fearless. Rock it out. You got this. Overcome your demons. Later.